Hi guys, and welcome to this new video. In this video I'm going to deep dive into the gallery app of the Xiaomi 14 Ultra, and it was quite surprising to me, to be honest, because the gallery app is quite feature rich, as is the camera app. And I recently did a deep dive of the camera app of the Xiaomi 14 Ultra because also the camera app offers a lot of options and features and really cool stuff, and that's the same with the gallery app, and this is why I thought let's do a video about the gallery app. So when you open the gallery app, nothing special, right? You have all your thumbnails, all your photos and videos inside, and you can pinch in to enlarge the thumbnails and you can pinch out to make them smaller. So this is quite nice. And then let's go to the three dots on the top right corner of the screen. These are the options, and here all the fun starts with the video editor, for example. So you can click video editor, then select your photos you want to edit, click OK, and then the photos will be imported and you can directly start editing then. This is nice. You can also start making a collage, select some photos, click OK, and then it will automatically assemble a collage for you. And you also have the option to have different formats and aspect ratios. And of course, you are also able to juggle the photos around. You can also do it like this in a poster format and directly print it. This is nice. And you can also have this film roll style. So many different presets. And you can also change the aspect ratio of the whole collage, add margins. So very nice. You don't need any third-party apps for that. Then you can go to clip and select some photos, and what it will do, it will make a small montage of your photos, add some zoom in effects. You can also choose to have a longer video. You can add titles, you can add different audio. There are different presets on the bottom where you can choose some different presets for your photo montage. And you can choose different audio, and you can also edit the montage, say this photo should come first and this comes second. So when you have some photos you want to assemble, show it to your friends and family, that's also a nice option. Then you have a special function, and this is Cutout, and this is also, I think, AI based. So what Cutout does, and it just needed to download the plugin. You can go to Cutout, select a photo, and then you can click. Okay, in this case it said it wasn't able to find a subject. That's surprising. Let's try another image. Let's go with this image. Cutout. Now it's analyzing, and also here can't find the subject. Is this because it's not a living object, so to say? Let's see what's with this dog. Yeah, here it's working. So here the app was able to recognize the subject, and now the subject was cut out, right? And you can move the dog in the frame, and generative AI will fill in the space where the dog was. And I think it's quite a good implementation. And you can remove the background. You can also change the background to your liking, and you are also able to use a different background, right? So the size is not supported, so the size of course has to be right, but this was working. So you can kind of put the dog beside the cat and the rabbit. So this is the cutout function. Very good indeed, because you are able to do or to create stickers, for example, out of your photos. This is nice. Then we can go to art, and you can see some examples what the app will do. And for example, let's try sketch, and let's take the cat, right? It will make a sketch-like image out of your photo. You can do watercolor, you can do blinds, foggy. Can you change it? No, obviously you can not change it. Low poly. so different art effects. And also, yeah, it's nice because normally you would have to download a special app for that, and these apps are not the greatest when it comes to data sharing and data privacy. So it's good to have it in there. And then you have video effects. This works best with one person doing stuff like this. I don't have a video of a single person at the moment, so this is nothing I can try out, but what you can see is if you, for example, have a person dancing, walking, whatever, then the app will create these effects that are depicted here. So also very nice. Free up space. It's scanning the albums and it's telling you, do you have any raw files that can be deleted, or do you have any duplicate photos that can be deleted? So in my case, 216 megabytes could be cleaned up. It's also a very nice option. And then you have the general gallery options. Select best photo. The gallery will analyze similar photos and mark the best shots. It can display Pro HDR content, recognize text on images. You can also view hidden albums. You can enable secure sharing. So when you share an image, it will remove the location info and the metadata. And Hive images will be converted to JPEG before sharing. And the text recognition is also very nice. So for example, with this Rubik's Cube, you can just click and hold and it selected the text on the image, right? So that's also nice. Do I have any other examples? So this lemon curd here, also here you can just copy the text and paste it at another position. Okay, so these are the general options and features that are available by clicking the Options tab on the top right corner. So if you now go to a normal image, you have several options in the bottom row. You can share the image, of course, print it or send it to a larger screen. You are able to edit the image. We come to this later. You are able to favorite the image, delete it, and you have some options. You can add it to another album. You can copy the image, and you also have recognized text. I will show it to you in another image. You can go to adjust. This is the same as the edit button. You can add protective watermark. Do not copy, copyright, whatever. If you want to share it, for example, online and you don't want to have your images stolen, you can set it as a wallpaper. You can directly launch Google Lens and you can have the details with more information on the image. Let's go to this image and to show you what recognized text does. So in contrast to just clicking and holding and being able to directly select all text or copy all text, the recognized text option gives you all the text that was recognized in the image in a kind of text file format, and you can directly copy it, revise it, so change the text that was recognized. You can directly save it to notes, and you are also able to share it. And this is especially nice, for example, when you are photographing a concert poster or something like a document, for example, then you are able to directly extract the text out of the image. Very, very nice. Okay, now let's come to the editing functions of the app. So if you click to edit, what I really find quite handy is that you are able to remove the watermark with one click. So currently I have the watermark enabled to know which kind of phone I was using when taking the image. But when you click watermark, it automatically removes the watermark. And on top here, you can also adjust the quality of the file when you export it. Then you have some options. There are basic editing options, there are the create editing options and the beautify editing options. And let's stay with the basic editing options. You have an auto adjust where the phone tries to apply the effects are needed to optimize the image, and you can click this button here to see the before and after. The before is of course now with the watermark, the after is without the watermark, but you can see that the auto adjust also adjusted the white balance and a little bit the contrast and stuff like this. If you don't want this, you of course can go into detail and crop the image, rotate the image, do several things also with perspective. So if you have some distorted image, you are able to do a perspective, horizontal, vertical, and distortion. This is very nice. For example, if you use the wide angle lens or the ultra wide in shot architecture, for example, and you're also able to do it freely. This is the crop function. Then you have several filters available. These filters are also available while shooting the image, but of course you can also use the filters while editing. So vivid, natural, and they are currently not downloaded. Then you are also able to adjust the filter strength. These are the filters. And then you have adjust, and this is like in any normal editing program, brightness, contrast, saturation, the warmth, and really a lot of options. Grain, you can add grain, clarity, denoise, dispersion. Everything you might dream of is here. That's nice. Then you can doodle on the image. You can circle stuff in the image. You can use squares. You can use an arrow to highlight something, and you can also write watch out. You can also undo all these changes. So this is the doodle function, also quite handy. Then you can add text to the image, or like this. There are several different presets to add to the image. You can also use markup and add like this, right? This is nice. And then you are, which is also a very handy function, are able to mosaic an image. So let's say I don't want that this cat can be recognized. I go to edit and then to mosaic, and then you have the brush size, and you can just make the cat or the person or the plate shield, for example, from a car, unrecognizable, and you have different mosaic options. You can also use this different effects to add confetti or stars to the image. So this is an option. And these are the basic editing functions. And then when you swipe further, or you can also directly click to create, then these are more like creative editing functions. So you can also, after shooting the image, add a Leica watermark, and they have several different watermarks available in black and white, and you can of course also view before and after. Then you have an eraser, and also this feature has to be downloaded first. And the magic eraser is what it does, for example, on the Google Pixel Fold, it erases stuff from an image. So I'm taking this because it's better to show. When you go to erase, then we have several options. So we have remove objects, we have remove lines. When you have power lines, for example, in your image, you can also remove people, and it's also possible to erase shadows from food. So if you've taken a food shot and they have some nasty shadows, you are able to remove the shadows. For this demonstration, we are just choosing manually, and let's say we want to erase this, the brush size. We want to erase this bottle from the image, then it will remove it and use or try it best to remove the object from the photo, and use generative fill to fill in the blank space. And as always, sometimes it works great, sometimes not. It really depends on the photo and the quality of the photo. Let's try it again with this one here. Go to edit, create, erase, and just erase the lemon curd. Yeah, as you can see, not really convincing, but that's common with these magic erasers. Then we have the bokeh function, and this is also not the right image to show you the bokeh option, and I think I shot a photo to demonstrate this right here. Let's go to edit, create, not erase, I'm sorry, bokeh. It takes some time to analyze the image, and then you can see that the background blur is changing. You can use octagon, hearts, stars, and this is not seen as stars, right? But the bokeh balls in the background get a star-like effect. This is motion. You can just play around with it, and you can choose if the effect is applied automatically or in a circle or in lines, so that you only apply the effect to a different part of the image. You can also resize the effect mask. So this is really similar, and you can see that it now only applies the effect to certain parts of the image. Only to the part that are outside of this. So if this is my subject, I can say apply the effect only to outside of this line. And this is actually very similar to the masks you have available in Lightroom. So very nice to see this. Then we have sky, and as I said, it's really surprising what this phone has to offer. And I wasn't really expecting much, to be honest, but it has a proper sky replacement tool. So you can go to sky, and this will also download first. And then you can click onto sky, and you have different presets, so sunny, evening, also night sky. And you have an AI-based clear day filter, and with this overcast day you can see that it will clear the sky, and you can also change the effect, the strength of the effect. And then you have different presets. You can go to clear sky, to sunny, cumulus, cloudy, and honestly, very convincing effect. Fantasy clouds. What does this look like? It is really convincing, because it also darkens the top part of the image, right? It doesn't only replace the sky, but it also affects the whole image, which makes the effect very convincing. And it's really a plethora of effects available. Also, it's really good. I have to say, and look how many options. If you can add a full moon, for example. Can you move the moon? Obviously not. You can add some aurora borealis into the image. Wow. You can also have the galaxy. Really, and also here you can see that it adjusted the whole image, and also it doesn't disturb, for example, the power lines here in the back. They are still all visible. So very realistic, very convincing. It's really fun to play around with your images. You can even add some video effects. You can add rain. It also uses music. Can add snow. Wow. So you see what I'm telling you. It's really extreme what you have available. Yeah, that's boring. Some stickers if you want to use stickers for your photos, and you can also use frames. Frame your photo if you want to share it somewhere like this. So different frames. And the great thing is, for this you normally would need third-party apps, right? And it's all built in. And now very shortly go to the Beautify section, and I think we can use this photo. It's already very beautiful. But you can do stuff like skin smoothing, and you can remove pores or even the skin, or use some powder, for example. You can improve the eyes. Wow. You can remove dark circles. That's for me. Eyebrows. You can also change the skin tone. Let's do it like this. So a lot of options available. You can do a whole body transformation where you for example, enlarge the body, you couldn't find the head, or enlarge your shoulders. So it's kind of overwhelming, to be honest, what you have available. You can use the HD portrait function to improve the face or the skin in general, optimizing skin texture, optimizing textures. So yeah, right out of a horror movie, right? So as you can see, it does a lot. Some things are convincing, some things are not. I think just yeah, you have to go into the app and kind of see what this is doing. But it's I mean, I'm not really the user for this, but it's available. It also has the same for animals. So let's take this dog again. Go to edit, go to beautify and animals. Then it first will check if it is able to recognize an animal in the image, and then you have an auto setting. So this is without any optimization, and this is with 100% optimization. And this is of course not very good, but it kind of, yeah, recognizes the animal and do some clarity and sharpening. Of course, you don't want to overdo it, but you can also, with this not high quality photo, make it a little better and make it kind of pop out a little more. You can also use brightness to brighten up the animal, and you can also use texture, which is kind of a mid-tone enhancement, sharpening, clarity stuff. So also this is nice if you like to photograph your animals a lot. And these are the basic functions of photos. And we are not done yet, because the Gallery app also has a very potent video editor. And as a little reminder, how can we go to the video editor? We can click in the photos view, the options, and say video editor. And then we can choose our clips. And this is actually my preferred way, because normally I know what clips I want to edit, and then I can select them and go into the editor. Another way would be to go to a video clip and then go to the scissors icon, and then you are in the editor. But then you have to add all your other footage manually, which is possible, but which is more cumbersome. So for this demonstration, let's do it like this. Let's go to video editor and select some videos, and then it will import the footage, and it will also autoplay the footage. And you have when you start the video editor, this is the basic video editor. You have some templates you can use to give your videos color grading, effects, transitions, and also music. Then you can go to editor, and here you see the video track with all your video files, and 2 other tracks where you can add text, for example, or credits, and where you also can add music. So for example, let's do the leisure music. You can also choose different parts of the song, and then it will add it to the audio track. And like in any other editor, you are able to also zoom in and out to enlarge, and you can drag and shorten the clip from the beginning and from the end of the clip. You are able to cut the clip. So if you click on the clip, you have different options here. You can cut it, and then it will split the clip, and then you can, for example, delete one part of this clip. You can adjust the speed of the clip, the volume of the clip. You can play the clip in reverse, delete it, and you also have split audio, where it will separate the audio of the clip to a separate audio track. You can replace the clip that is selected, you can crop it, and you can copy it. So really a lot of options to modify the single clip, and also change the length of the clips. Very nice. And you can of course also move and arrange the clips. And what I really find nice is that it will jump to a new view, right? You don't have to arrange them in the normal editor view, but you have this, and you know this is the arrangement of the clips. You can see the length of the clips, and you can just click and hold and drag them to another place and thereby rearrange your timeline. That's the editor, and then you can also go to filters and use some film-like filters like this, for example, and also adjust the strength of the effect. So this is possible. You have the enhance function where you can, similar to a photo, enhance parts of the clip, for example, change exposure of the clip or the contrast. A lot of options to edit individual clips on your timeline, and you can also scrub your timeline to go through to different clips of the timeline. And you can change the aspect ratio to 16:9, 9:16, 3:4, all the normal aspect ratios. And by this, you really have a really good editor in hand. So actually the editor I was showing you is the Pro editor. There's also a more simple editor. For example, if you have an individual clip and go to edit, then it will first show a basic editor where you can adjust the length of the clip and also add some clips, and then you have caption, soundtracks, aspect ratio as in the Pro editor. But then if you want to have more options and control, you can click on the Pro icon, and this, as it said, all unsaved changes will be lost if you switch the video to editor now, switch anyway, and then it will switch to the Pro editor I showed you before. So the basic editor is nice if you just want to shorten a clip or just assemble several clips without editing them a lot. And then for other tasks, you are able to use the Pro editor. Then, of course, you are able to favorite a video, delete a video, and then you have several options. You can also add a video to an album, copy it, and you can also set a video to video wallpaper. So also video wallpapers are supported on this device. And what is also very nice, you are able to compress the video. And yeah, this is a function I need quite often. For example, if I want to send a short video clip to someone via email or upload a video to a support chat, for example, then it's always good to have a compression option. This way I can record in high quality and compress the video later, and I don't need to set, for example, the quality to 720p in recording, which is more flexible to be able to record high quality and then compress afterwards. You have the log orientation symbol on top, but that's basically all. And that's it. That was my video about the gallery app of the Xiaomi 14 Ultra, and you also can see how I recorded this video. And especially without hairs, I always look ridiculous with big headphones, and this is even enhanced by the wide angle lens of the front camera of the Xiaomi 14 Ultra. So I hope this was interesting to you. If you have any questions regarding the camera or the gallery or anything other, then just leave me a comment. Also, if you want to see anything with regards to camera and gallery, also leave me a comment, and I would be more than happy to welcome you in one of my next videos. Until then, take care and bye.